I just wonder what has become of Australia. I just wonder, is this Australia? I don't recognize it anymore. Apparently you have no right to say nothing anymore, and yet they claim that they have freedom of speech and freedom of religion. Where is it? Where is it? Where are the church leaders, I wonder? They are encouraging people to go and take vaccine. They are encouraging people to stay at home. They've had enough. They are sick and tired of being locked. Are we humans or are we animals? Because we are treated like animals. This is an absolute mass slavery. In the core of it, it is an absolute mass slavery. I am begging and I am asking the government on both levels, state and federal, to reconsider these rules which are absolutely out of limits. And I'd like to say a few words, and I pray and I hope that these words are not going to be taken out of context, and they are not going to be misunderstood or misinterpreted. What we see happening here in Sydney, and especially in some part of Sydney, the Fairfield area, the Liverpool area, and the Bankstown area especially, it is a message based on love and humility. And I'm saying this to our beloved government of this great nation, Australia. I honestly am trying to fathom what is happening around us these days. And I'm yet to come to this realization, what is this all about? I just wonder. Have we really lost the plot? Have we really totally gone blind? What are we trying to achieve in doing what we are doing in the past year and a half or so, and especially and more so the past 3-4 weeks? What have we made out of this so-called coronavirus? Why have we exaggerated something that is not worthy of this at all? My question is to the government. We are so concerned that we are trying to protect our beloved people from this virus. But the way we are going about our business, I just wonder if this situation is gonna continue for much longer. I wonder if we're gonna have people to care for. The level of stress, the level of depression has skyrocketed. I believe, even though I am not in the medical field, I'm not an expert in the medical field, but nowadays we read, we hear, we listen to renowned doctors and great professors in the scientific fields. They all agree that the greatest enemy of the human body's health is stress, my beloveds. That is the #1 killer of the immune system, stress. So I just wonder, on one hand, we are saying that take this vaccine, which the FDA and other health organizations are putting it in writing that there is no vaccine made for coronavirus. It is unapproved. Pfizer is an unapproved vaccine, and the rest of them, none of them are made for coronavirus. Let's assume that you take this vaccine and everything is going to be fine. I'm really finding this very hard to believe. The vaccine supposedly is to work to strengthen the human immune system, because the only one that we have forgotten, the only one that we have taken out of our equation, this one is called God, and this God I will define to be Jesus Christ of Nazareth, the one and only. We have taken God, Jesus Christ, out of our life's equation, and then we are trying frantically to come up with a solution that is the cause of all the problems of the world. God created the immune system, and it is absolutely magnificent the way God created the immune system, that is there to fight everything that is against the human well-being. We are creating a vaccine so that supposedly, and I'll make an emphasis on the word supposedly, strengthens the immune system. Yet on the other hand, we have made people go through so much stress and anxiety, which has destroyed the immune system. Then what is the use of this vaccine once that immune system has been destroyed with utmost levels and high levels of stress? I am asking both the state and the federal government to revisit these rules and regulations that they are putting forth. And again, I am saying it out of love and humility. I am not judging, but I'm just stating what I believe is to be a better way of approach in dealing with this so-called coronavirus. I'm asking the government, both on state and federal levels, let people live their normal life. Let people live their normal life, and enough of these so-called lockdowns, which are absolutely irrelevant. As a bishop, as a leader in the church, I hear and I see what people are going through. They are suffering, my beloved government. They are suffering mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, and financially. Isn't this enough to destroy any immune system? What are we trying to protect? I just wonder, how long are we going to go through this nonsense? Because it is a nonsense. But you know what is more nonsensical of all? Is when I see the Christian world going absolutely quiet, as if there is nothing. As if there is nothing wrong. Where are the Christian leaders? Where are the church leaders to get up and stand and say something with a loud voice, with love and respect, but say it? Yet we are seeing everyone is quiet. In fact, they are going and encouraging people to go and follow what the world is doing, and all Christians have gone quiet. The church is very weak. The church is very weak. But you know what? The head of the church, who is Christ, is never weak. Sometimes we use this banner based on love. We need to be nice and polite and kind and considerate. We cannot discriminate. We cannot judge, because we should love, and Jesus Christ taught us to love. This is a very weakling statement, and this is a very deceptive statement. why don't you say that Jesus Christ has also the other side to him? He is justice, and he is power, and he is strength, and he is mighty. I just wonder, when you look at the life of Jesus Christ, I can say it very loudly and clear. He was the greatest revolutionary ever to come to the face of this planet. He was a revolutionist person. He made a difference by screaming and telling the truth, not by going hush hush and quiet and fearing government leaders and whoever they are out there in this world. He was a revolutionist. He stood right before the hierarchies and told them, you are the children of the snake. Your father is Satan, the father of all lies. Where are the church leaders, I wonder? They are encouraging people to go and take vaccine. They are encouraging people to stay at home. They've had enough. They are sick and tired of being locked. Are we humans or are we animals? Because we are treated like animals. This is an absolute mass slavery. In the core of it, it is an absolute mass slavery. I am begging and I am asking the government on both levels, state and federal, to reconsider these rules which are absolutely out of limits. I haven't taken vaccine. You know what? Every year I have the normal flu. The last 2 years I've had neither the flu nor the coronavirus. I haven't been neither vaccinated nor nothing. When we leave people to live normal life, when we leave people to feel that they are human beings, they are not treated as slaves, we can fight any virus. And I have a question mark, and a very huge question mark on this so-called vaccine. When someone, and again, I'm talking out of love and humility, but I have to say the truth. And if the truth hurts, well, so be it. I'm sorry. I can't put it in any other way. Because when Jesus spoke the truth, it did not matter for him if people were offended or not, because he came to do the will of his dad. And if it meant to be that he dies, then so be it. I just wonder about this vaccine. When someone like Anthony Fauci, with all love and respect, when someone like Anthony Fauci and Bill Gates and the likes of them have a hand in to do with this vaccine, that I will put 100 million zillion question marks on it. And yet, everyone has gone quiet. The government said we have to be like weak beings, we're slaves. Oh, be careful, they're gonna sue us now. Oh, the police are gonna come and they're gonna fine us and they're gonna lock, well, come and lock the church. Do I really care? I don't. But I'm saying it, we are humans and we need to be treated as humans. People are fed up. People are tired. I am speaking as a religious figure. I am speaking as a bishop concerned for my own people's well-being, for my own congregation's well-being, and I have the right to raise my voice. I have the right. I just wonder what has become of Australia. I just wonder, is this Australia? I don't recognize it anymore. Apparently you have no right to say nothing anymore, and yet they claim that they have freedom of speech and freedom of religion. Where is it? Where is it? Anyone that speaks the truth, Anyone that quotes from the Bible all of a sudden is a judgmental, a discriminative person. How dare you say God said gays and lesbians will go to hell? How dare you say that? What has become of Australia? I don't recognize this country anymore. We have lost touch of the true God, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. We have lost touch. That's why we all have gone blind. We don't know what we're doing anymore. We call the darkness light and the light darkness. I'll say this again and for the last time. To our beloved government of this great nation, Australia, both on a state and a federal level, I'm saying it out of love and humility. Please reconsider the rules and the restrictions that you are putting forth all the time, which are destroying people's lives. I believe people have gone so astray. People have gone so far. It is getting to a stage where it cannot be tolerated anymore. I am telling you, coronavirus is nothing compared to the pressure that the government has placed on every single human being. I can see people are suffering extremely, extremely badly. I am begging the government on the level of the state and the federal to reconsider these rules and come back and do it with a wise approach, not with drastic measures. Let people go about their business normal. Please stop putting fear in people's minds and hearts. And I'm asking the church leaders to put their hands together and send a powerful message to the government. This approach must stop immediately, and let us reconsider and reevaluate where we're standing with so-called coronavirus. My beloved, the Honorable Prime Minister, Scott Morrison, and my beloved, the well-respected, the Premier of New South Wales, Gladys Berejiklian. I pray for both of you, and I love you and respect you both. And I'm asking you, as a citizen of this country and as a Christian person, please, let us reconsider these restrictions and rules that we are putting forward all the time. People are extremely exhausted. مكي بخريشان مغبي طال بخ ملكد ملك